The following presentation is a Deej Experience production and may not be recorded, rebroadcasted, or retransmitted without the express written permission of Deej Experience LLC. For more information, visit us online at www.deejexperience.com.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but I'm back at it. Only like to win, it's like a bad habit.
Chamberlain drives in.
He got pounded.
Chamberlain with a putback.
Looking at the numbers, he was
throws over
hearing it.
Muma. Open look for three. Haley Muma drains it.
Picture, see how clear it is. I'm high quality, like I am Deej Experience. I'm way up, seems like I've been at the pyramids. Give me an opponent, and I promise I ain't fearing it. I got so much I can lose the game when I've been giving this. Why you see a mirror, cause then I'm hearing it. Grinding and grinding, and then I put another gear in it. Driving and driving, but you don't have no one to steer ship. Back on the top,
Right,
you
sets it
half
up.
of my logic.
Time with a flip shot, and that was a thing of beauty.
Lock it up. Gotta get that leg freed up.
Back, you know it ain't luck, so pay up my respect. Don't reject the great
back.
better hang up the white flag if you fight back to your nameless. So tell me what the time say. Game time, why they think that they could ever outscore me, LeBron James. Just give me the ball, watch me.
Bolter knocks it down. He's gonna come home with it. Nice throw and a good tag.
He got him.
Doing this for all my life.
Webb with it.
You don't want to waste my
Shot
time.
and a goal by the Beavers. Finds the back corner.
Better get up next in line. Competition left to dry. They could never get in my mind. Please slow it down. I'm a beast on the ground. I'm a leash for the crowd. Put me down. One man bend. I'm a running back.
Down that sideline. Oh, there he goes. Into the open 50 and gaining momentum. And the Beavers are going to answer right back after Gerard tied it up. That was Will Allen.
Now they finally get a set block. Oh, and it's a face shooter.
Oh my, Allison Sawyer, are you kidding me?
If I do fail, I don't have
Catches an arm right into a chin headlock.
The
legs worked in, and there's a break.
This one driven to left. It's going to drop in. That's going to be a two-run single for Sadie Dine.
When I break it, it's for my pleasure, but I would never let you go take it. I'm kind of like that. I don't just write raps. You put the ball up, then I'ma spike that.
Oh my! Aubrey Chase! Looking. He's going to go deep. The end zone. Got a man. Caught! Touchdown! Marcus Lambert!
Good D.
Shotgun passers. Chamberlain. Down to 32 seconds. Yetzer fires a three. Kansas.
No one will actually become as great as my team is, cause I got a team of some Hall of Fame players, not to mention Jesus.
Got it there.
Doing this for all my life. You don't want to waste my time. If you want to test my grind, better get up next in line.
To the middle, and Scholar with a header, and we're tied at one.
Get
the snap away.
Please,
And it's going to be a sand, recovered by the Beavers. Touchdown!
I'ma run it back. You give me the chance, I'ma run it back.
Pushes it up. Albert with a shot. Got it. Pulling on the day. He'll take a three. He certainly will. Sawyer beats us deep left field. That ball is out of here. A two-run dinger for Allison Sawyer.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd here on the call at Howard Sheen Field. Alongside me for the ride tonight is Stephen Mountain.
Thanks for having me, Dewey, on this chilly evening here in Corry, Pennsylvania.
Well, you brought the little heater with you, so I gotta kind of have to keep you around for a little bit longer. So let's get right into it, Steve. Our Box It and Lock It pregame show. And Beavers, pretty sure this is their last home game of the year.
Yeah.
As they wind down their season here.
Yeah, getting towards the end of it and down to the nitty-gritty, right? So Beavers looking to put on a good performance in the last home game of the year.
Yep, Beavers in the home orange jerseys, black shorts. Some of the guys have bare knees showing, but a lot of them with pants. A very crisp, cool evening here. And they'll be taking on the Rockets from Titusville as they will be donning the all-white jerseys, white shorts. And very few knees from them showing as well. As, again, very, very cool night here as the Beavers will battle the Rockets here in boys soccer action. And let's get right into it. Excuse me, Steve. Let's get right into it with our Snap Fitness Steps to Success. First step to come away with a victory, you've got to score.
Can't win if you don't put points on the board, right? So,
Absolutely.
You got to find a way to score.
Second step, intentional passes. I'm not just saying put the ball up the field. I'm saying purposely put it to where you want it to go and have a method to the madness out there tonight.
Yeah, be intentional with what you're doing and how you're doing it, and
Excuse me.
Get the ball to your teammates in stride, and receive that pass in stride too at the same time, and just work your way down the field.
And our last step is ball control. It's hard for the other team to score against you if they don't have control of the ball. So find a way to maintain that ball control.
Yeah, and a lot of time if you're living in your own end, bad things are going to happen eventually to you. So I got to find a way to get the control of that ball and force the issue up the field.
So those are our steps to success: score, intentional passes, and ball control. Again, brought to us by Snap Fitness of Corry. And that will lead us into our Corry Higher Ed Spotlight Player of the Game. We're going with number 10, senior on the squad, Apache Swanson.
Yeah, Apache's had a nice season. We've seen him score a goal on the senior night. I know he scored one against Oil City in that boys' victory when they were at Oil City. So having himself a pretty nice year, and be a nice night to have a good game on your last home game of your career, right?
Absolutely. So watch out for Apache Swanson, number 10, as he will have a definite foot in the outcome here tonight. Again, Beavers finishing warm-ups here. And, boy, I tell you what, Steve, the last 2 weeks of this broadcast schedule for us has been a busy, as you've been covering a lot over in Union City, and you've been also helping out over here in Corry. And I've had something every day last week, and this week is just as full.
Yeah, it's a busy time of the year for us, but we wouldn't have it any other way, right?
Absolutely. So keeps us busy, keeps us moving, and we'll be keeping you guys informed as to what's going on here. As it looks like the teams are getting ready for the J. Gill Plumbing and Heating starting lineups. We will have a roster for Titusville in just a little bit, but we'll have to listen for the PA announcer to announce the starting lineups, as we're just about ready for the pregame ceremonies to be over. Down to about 5 seconds before they'll cut it out, and Carmen will go into his usual PIAA spiel as we hear him cut the music. Horn will sound, and we will get ready to get things going here in the first half, brought to us by Nat's Butcher Block. I do know the captains for tonight are Levi Merrill, number 24. I believe Jonas Anthony, number 16. And number 20, I believe, was the last one, and that is Gavin Ongley. Are the three captains tonight for the Beavers. I didn't catch all the captains for Titusville as they did their greeting of the officials at midfield. Steve, something I noticed in the pregames warm-ups, it looks like both teams with a little bit of a short bench to work with tonight. Not a lot of extra substitutes here tonight.
Yeah,
Have to see how that comes into play for both teams, to see if they get a little winded or see if that comes into effect. But it does look like Titusville has about 8 or 9 guys available there to jump in. So now the starting lineups here for the Corry Beavers. In goal, double zeros, Gavin Muncie. Number 1, Roman Kafferlin. Number 9, Gavin Kent. Number 14, Trenton Lobdell. Number 17, Aiden Gluvna. Number 19, Porter Allen. Our spotlight player of the game, number 10, Apache Swanson. One of the captains, number 16, Jonas Anthony. Another captain, number 20, Gavin Ongley. Number 24, another captain, Levi Merrill. And number 25, another senior, Tyler Biondi. And now we're going to stand and go quiet for our national anthem. Well, there you have it, Steve. All the pregame festivities completed as another rendition there by Ava Weatherby with a nice singing of our national anthem. And we are ready to get things moving here as they'll put 40 minutes up on the clock. And a scoreboard brought to us by Corry Federal Credit Union. Beavers will be going right to left on the screen, and the Rockets left to right. Again, Rockets in the all-white jerseys tonight, and Beavers in the traditional orange jerseys and black pants. As the lights are on here at Howard Sheen Field, and we're ready to get this thing kicked off.
Yeah, pretty cool and chilly outside, but, at least it's dry right now. Had some rain last night and this morning early on in the day, so at least the weather's kind of out of the way. Now it's just kind of cool out.
Yeah, it kind of had to work through the darkness this morning as lost power for a couple hours or at least an hour and a half as I'd already gotten ready for work and just about ready to walk out the door anyways, but had power at work and able to get through the day. So here we are. Nice, cool evening here at Howard Sheen Field, and it looks like the Rockets will have the Fox Family Insurance opening kick as we're ready to get things underway.
That is number 29, Brady Hasbrook, who's going to get it started for the Rockets.
Back to his defense inside the 40. Takes a little bit of a Beavers roll back all the way into the 20, and it ricochets off of Gluvna, and it looks like it's going to go right over the end line, and will give the Rockets a kick from the goal crease. Two captains for the Rockets tonight, number 13, Tandon Anderson, and number 3, Dominic Fonzo.
That's Jake Hopman, number 2. He'll put us back into play.
Out across the 35. Jonas Anthony knocks it down there. Rockets will put it up to the Dusty's towing midfield stripe, and Beavers work it right back in. Rockets again put it back into the Beaver side of the 50 to the 40. And up comes Laudell, puts it back in, and this long entry pass is going to get inside the 10 as Biondi will play it here. And kicked out of bounds. It looked like they're going to call it off of Biondi, so the throw-in will go to the Rockets. Quickly dumped in at the 10. Try to get a crosser to come in. Merrill picks it off and gets it out to the 20, out to the 40. Kent slides it over to Jonas Anthony as he'll work to the middle of the field. Now he's going to slide it back to Kafferlin. Kafferlin dances around one and loses it to the sideline to Apache Swanson as Kafferlin will work on that far sideline to get it back, and he'll slide it back to Ongley. And they're going to believe they're going to whistle it. Nope, they continue to play here. Rockets get a hold of it and put it back into the Beavers' end inside the 10-yard line. Muncie comes out, scoops it up right in front of a Rocket at the 5-yard line.
Couldn't have timed that much better any second later, and he probably would have had a shot off on him.
Montier plays it over midfield and all the way into the Rockets' end. It goes out of bounds at the 30. Beavers with the throw-in. As they'll work it into Allen at the 25. Rockets get a hold of it there, and we'll work it back out to the 40. 45, midfield and over. And Merrill gives chase to it, and it goes out of bounds. It was last touched by the Rockets. Beavers with the throw-in. Lobdell gets it up to Gluvna as the Rockets will steal it away, and they play it out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Deflected out by one of the Beavers, so the Rockets will have the throw-in on the near sideline. And a little bit of a delay here as we don't have any help getting loose balls back in, as usually the girls' team is down here helping out, or they have some of the youth players helping out, but it doesn't look like anybody helping out tonight.
No, it doesn't. So maybe.
Or they're all on the far side of the field. Rockets get it in. Dump it down to the 20-yard line. Merrill plays it out to the 25, out across the 30. And Allen plays it down the far sideline and out of bounds at midfield.
Rockets have the throw-in right up the far sideline. And Beavers pick it up. Kafferlin sends it forward, and it's going to be played off the foot of a Rocket. He'll keep it in bounds, and they'll head back up the field with it.
Gets it inside the 35 as the Beavers play it back out at the 20. Anthony to the near side and midfield. Rockets play it right back in again to the 35. Morrison for the Rockets on the near side loses it out of bounds. And Anthony will put it back into play for the Beavers. To midfield. Rockets play it to the middle and finally dump it into the Beavers' end. Merrill plays it right back into the Rockets' end, and they'll chase it down at the 30 and kick it out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Anthony with the throw-in for the Beavers. Headed by one of the Rockets back out to the 30. Merrill puts it right back in as Jonas tries to settle it. Rockets will get to it, and they kick it right out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Good work there by Anthony, not getting caught and have it deflect off of him. Gets the return pass from Merrill. Crosser coming into the middle of the field right in front of Kent. And he didn't get a foot on it, or he did, but he didn't get a good deflection on it. And it goes over the end line with the Rockets having a free kick from the goal crease.
They had it set up perfectly, and it was a great pass to Kent. Just couldn't quite play it like he wanted to, and that opportunity will go away.
So that doesn't register as a shot on goal, but it was a good scoring opportunity for the Beavers as Kent got a good pass in the middle of the field, just not able to put it in the back of the net. And the Rockets will work it back out here to the Beavers 40. Merrill with it. He'll split the defenders and try to get over midfield with it as Gluvna will get control of it, plays it back across the 50. Allen on the far side, back to Jonas. Anthony up to Merrill. Merrill across the field to Allen. And the Rockets will get control of it as Allen was unable to control that pass. Rockets will dump it back into the Beavers' end, and Ongley plays it out of bounds at the 35. Rockets with the throw-in. We've rattled off 5 minutes of play so far as we're coming up on 34 minutes before the half here. And the Beavers play it back out to the 40-yard line. Rockets get it there, and they'll swing it around. Well, they tried to swing it around to the right side, and Gluvna got in front of that pass, but the Rockets will get it right back in to the 20, and that entry pass is blocked by Anthony out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Rockets with the throw-in. Morrison looking to get it into a teammate. He does, and says it was off of Gluvna out of bounds, so the Rockets will have the throw-in again. This time Anderson will put it into play. Merrill heads it back out to the 20. Rockets with the crosser to the far side of the field. Kafferlin giving chase to it, and he's going to let it go out of bounds. He'll pick it up and throw it right back in again. As he gets Allen going up the far sideline. And it was deflected out of bounds by one of the Rockets just over the 45-yard line. Again, Kafferlin with the throw-in to Allen. And he'll get by a couple of Rockets, get it into the 20-yard line. Kent gets a foot on it, plays it to the far side, but it will go out of bounds before the Beavers can get to it. I believe that was Swanson giving chase to it. As the Rockets will get it back into play here. It goes off of Swanson. But the Rockets get control of it, get across midfield to the 40. Down that far sideline, Ongley punches it out to Anthony. Anthony comes back to the 40-yard line, still with it. And he'll slow things down at midfield and then finally punch it up the field for Gluvna. And the Rockets kick it, and it goes out of bounds inside the end zone, but over the sideline, giving the Beavers a throw-in deep in the Rockets zone. As it looks like we're going to have our first substitution. Number 15 comes in. That's Ethan Bem, as Porter Allen will have a seat on the bench. Rockets with it. There's a crosser coming in, and Kent again with a deflection, but it didn't go towards the net. It came across the front of the mouth and out wide left, and the Rockets kick it over the end line, and this will give their Beavers an opportunity with a corner kick.
Thought he had it that time, but have to wait for opportunity number 3. Third time's a charm. And here's another great opportunity right here.
Crosser comes in. Beavers trying to corral it in the end zone. And again, last touch by the Rockets, giving the Beavers another corner kick from the far side. Crosser coming through right to the goalkeeper, and he'll snag that out of the air. And that will alleviate the Beaver attack as the Rockets will just throw it up the near sideline. Settled by Morrison. He'll get the midfield and over, still with it. Kicks it deep into the Beavers' end as Anthony is going to let it go over the end line, and that will give the Beavers a kick from the goal crease. Steve, this first half flying by as we're rolling up on 30 minutes to go in the first half. Beavers with a couple of opportunities early on here as Biondi will put this into play. drives it down the far side, received there by Apache Swanson. Gets around one defender. And the Beavers not able to get over midfield as they'll work it right back deep into the Beavers' end at the 25, as they will go out wide with Morrison to the 10. He'll send a crosser all the way through. Kafferlin tries to knock it down, but the Rockets will get to it inside the end zone, back out to the 10. And they'll play it back to the 25 here. Rockets dump it back in. Ongley plays it at the goal line. He'll play it out over the head of the last defender there. Kent with it at midfield to the 40, to the 30, 25-20. He'll get a long shot and just wide left of the net. And Kent has had some opportunities early on here, Steve.
Yeah, he's getting the opportunities, just can't quite get him to go. He's been close in the last two. So if you keep giving that kid opportunities, he'll come up with one eventually here tonight.
So again, the Rockets for the free kick from the goal crease. I believe that's number 2 back there,
yep.
Hopman. Putting it back into play, out across the 25 to the 30-yard line. Bem giving chase to it there, but the Rockets get around the corner and get out the midfield. To the Beavers 40, they'll dump it in. Biondi gets to that loose ball and plays it out of bounds at the 35. Rockets throw it right back in. They'll try to settle it at the 10. Ball ricocheting around a little bit there. Merrill comes back with it. He'll push it down that sideline. Gives it up to Swanson. Swanson tried to thread it through there. It deflects off of a Rocket and out of bounds. Kafferlin up the field for Swanson. He sidesteps one, and the Beavers play it inside the 30. The ball's going to roll right back here. Rockets will get to it and play it out across the 30. Jonas Anthony plays it right back in again. Rockets dump it over midfield. That'll roll all the way in on Biondi. Biondi plays it out wide. Morrison's there for the Rockets. Gets the return pass. He'll come inside the 30 with it. And they just let it go out of bounds. Some miscommunication there, Steve. As
both pulled up at the last second and just kind of let it roll out of bounds. Both thought each other was going to get it, but nobody did.
Beavers with the throw-in. They'll get it back to midfield before the Rockets dump it right back in again. Kafferlin on the far side gets it to midfield and over, but the Rockets, again, pinball it right back to the Beaver side. And that's going to work its way into the end zone. Muncie will come out, pick it up, and alleviate the pressure as the play will come back up the field. Muncie plays it high in the air. It'll get settled down at the 50 and roll into the Rockets' end. And they'll play at about the 35-yard line, right back to Kafferlin at the 40. And it'll ricochet off of a Rocket and out of bounds. Beavers with the throw-in. Again, working down that far sideline, trying to get in around the defense, unable to do so. There's a hard tackle there. But it goes out of bounds. Beavers with the throw-in inside the 10. They'll get it back to Jonas Anthony. Comes in the middle of the field. Long shot. And it's wide left of the net. It was a little bit high as well. And the Rockets will have a kick from the goal crease as Oppmann will come back in to put it back into play.
A little high, a little wide, but I like that idea there, taking that shot when you have an opportunity like that. Fire one away.
Out across the 30. Beavers get it at the 45. They'll work it right into the middle of the field to Kent. Kent sidesteps one. He'll come in on a goalie, and he puts it wide left. Couldn't have been more than a foot wide left as the goalie came out to cut down the angle. As Kent, again, with another opportunity. I think that's opportunity number 5.
Yeah. He's ever so close. That was probably the closest one yet. It's just, I'm telling you, you keep giving that to him, he'll get it eventually, Dewey.
Well, we're past third time's a charm.
Yeah, we are. It's 6 times, I don't know.
Rockets played out the midfield. Merrill giving chase and pushing it back into Rockets territory. It's kicked out of bounds by the Rockets as Merrill will chase it onto the track and come back with it to put it back into play. Up to Anthony. He'll tip it to Gluvna. Gluvna into the 10, to the 5. Still with it. Gives it to Anthony at the goal line. As he gets worked off of it, the Rockets will work it back out to the 30. Merrill pushes it up the field. Still with it at the 20. Still with it. Has it finally taken away by the Rockets as they will work it inside the 20 now with Gluvna. Rockets work him off the ball, get it out to the 25, to the 30, and down the near sideline. I'm trying to find 29 on there, and they don't have it listed in numerical order.
And Muncie's going to scoop it up. No, they do not. 29 is Brady Hasbrook.
There he is. Beavers get it back out to midfield and over. Rockets will dump it right back into the 25, trying to settle it at the 20. Anthony giving chase to it there. Rockets spring it back here to the 30. And that is deflected off of Merrill. It'll come to Gluvna at the 40. He'll get to midfield and push it to the middle of the field to Kent at the 40. He'll sidestep one at the 30, trying to go wide at the 20, but the Rockets steal it away and come back this way up the field with it. Oppmann plays it into the Beavers' end as Kafferlin gives chase to it. Rockets into the 30 now with it. Play it to the middle of the field at the 25. Long shot, and it bounces right in front of Muncie. He'll make the easy save and bring it back out as we have 24 minutes before the half. Looks like Porter Allen getting ready to come back into the ball game. Rockets knock it down at midfield. They'll come back inside the 40. Kafferlin at the 25. Will settle it at the 30. Trying to get it to go up the far sideline, unable to get the ball corralled. Rockets get inside the 10 with it, into the end zone, still with it. And now they'll finally send a crosser in at the 10-yard line. Beavers trying to get it out of their end here. And that shot's going to deflect in on Muncie, and he'll scoop it up to alleviate the attack by the Rockets. Muncie down the far sideline to midfield. Swanson plays it. It'll come to Kent at the 40, inside to the 30, to the 20, and he'll send a crosser through on the ground, but that'll go right to the goalkeeper as he'll scoop it up. Herman in net for the Rockets, gets it back out to the 35. They'll settle it at the 30. Up to the 40 with it, dumped back in. Merrill knocks it down at the Beavers 40. Rockets get back on it at the 30 and tried to send a breaker in there, but Biondi got a foot on that entry pass and put it back out. Rockets regain, put it inside to the 10 as the ball kind of pinballs back and forth here. And it's going to go off the back of Biondi, and the Rockets get a shot away, but it's wide left of the net. And I believe that was number 16, Morrison, with the shot. And we have Jackson coming into the game, along with Nichols and Porter Allen back into the game. As Jonas Anthony will have a break on the bench, our spotlight player as well, Apache Swanson taking a break. Beavers play it out across the 35 to the 40. Rockets will settle at the 45. Trying to play it back into the middle of the field. They play it high in the air. Jackson knocks it down at the 35. And Morrison will come away with it for the Rockets, playing it to the near side. Inside the 20, crosser comes in, and it's misplayed by Hasbrook, and it'll go over the end line, giving the Beavers a kick from the goal crease to alleviate that attack. Number 20 coming back into the ball game for the Rockets. That's Rumsey.
Kobe Rumsey?
Rumsey. And I believe that was 25 coming out.
That's 26. I think that's Hasbrook.
That's Vincent. Owen Vincent out of the game for the Rockets. Beavers with a kick at the goal crease. They'll play it slow. Up to the near side to Lobdell, out across the 20 to the 30, and the Rockets deflected out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Beavers with the throw-in. Lobdell will pick up the loose ball as he'll look to put it back into play. Now he's going to give way to Merrill. Merrill sends him up the field And the Rockets get control of it at the 40. Still with it as they look to get upfield with it. And they'll dump it all the way inside the Beavers 20. Biondi at the 10. Plays it out to the 15. There's a shot taken. And Muncie will scoop that up and bring it back up the field. So far tonight, Steve, the Rockets have had a couple of opportunities, but they all been from way outside. And Muncie hasn't had any difficult saves as of yet.
No, been pretty easy ones for him so far. The defense is playing strong for the Beavers, not giving up anything too wide open for him to have to defend. So it's been a nice job defensively today.
Allen gets it over to Merrill as he gets it back out close to the 50 before the Rockets get it right back into the Beaver side. They'll send it out wide, and Kafferler will get to a loose ball out across the 40. Still with it at the 45, plays it back to the middle of the field. Rockets pounce on the loose ball and bring it right back into the Beavers' end. Jackson with it at the 35, has it stolen away. Rockets into the 25, now dump it in, and it's going to roll right to Muncie as he'll pick it up as two Rockets were bearing down on him. Just under 20 minutes before the half here, Steve. We're still scoreless as the Beavers get it back out across midfield. Oppmann plays at the midfield here. Beavers giving chase to it there. The Rockets dump it into the Beavers' end. It's going to roll all the way inside the 10. And it ricochets off of a Rocket and goes over the end line. That should be a kick from the goal crease for the Beavers. And here comes a whole slew of Beavers right back in again. Gluvna along with Anthony and Vanderschaff.
Gavin Kent will check out, as well as Ethan Bem. And Parker Nichols will come take a rest. And Muncie has it ready. He'll play to the near side to Biondi. And up the sideline, going to bump off the official. And it's going to be taken away by the Rockets. And then Lobdell is going to get called right around the 10-yard line. So I'll give a free kick right in dangerous territory.
Just inside the 10, a quick kick. And a good decision there by, I believe that was Porter Allen. Got a foot on it. It deflects over the end line. So a corner kick awarded to the Rockets here. Their first corner kick of the half.
Looks like number 3, Dominic Fonzo, will set it up.
All the way in, settled at the 5. Sliding stop on it is Merrill. Jackson gets a foot on it, and there's a shot. And it's going to go over the top of the net and over the end line as the Beavers will get a kick from the goal crease after that pressure was applied by the Rockets. Muncie has it ready. Looks like he's going to slow play again. And now he'll back off of it a little bit. Biondi comes up. He'll put it into play. Out to the 30. Rockets get it there, back into the 20. Playing it out to the Y side. Still with it at the 5, back out to the 15. Now it comes all the way to the 20. Long shot comes in to the end zone. Rockets look to settle it there. It pinballs around on a couple of guys, and Biondi knocks it over the end line. So another corner kick for the Rockets. Again, it's Fonzo to put it into play with the corner kick. Coming through, gets out to the 5-yard line. Rockets get another shot, and it's wide left of the net. And the Beavers will have a kick from the goal crease as the Rockets sustaining this pressure here.
Yeah, the Beavers got to find a way to get the ball upfield and alleviate this offensive pressure that the Titusville Rockets have found in the last 5 minutes or so here.
Now we have another substitution there. Ryan Knapp comes in for the Beavers as Lobdell will have a seat on the bench. Again, Biondi with the free kick from the goal crease gets it out to the 20-yard line. Rockets get to it there. Fonzo, and he gets run off the ball by Porter Allen, but the Rockets right back onto it as they'll settle it back at the 40-yard line. They'll enter back in with Fonzo at the 20. He'll get a long shot away, and it's wide right of the net. Beavers with another kick from the goal crease. The last 5 or 6 minutes like this has been constant pressure from the Rockets. as Muncie will tee it up in the top of the crease here. He'll slow play it over to Ongley.
Sneaks by him, but he corrals it, sends it up the sideline.
Pinballs around, and they're back out to the 15. Kafflin gets to it, and he'll send it over in the left wing. And the Rockets are going to steal it back. I believe that's Jackson over there. Merrill gets to the loose ball, plays it out across the 40 to midfield. Rockets get right on top of it, play it right back into the Beaver side, to the 40, to the 30. And an entry pass is going to go right in on Muncie. He'll let it roll over the end line, and that will give the Beavers yet another kick from the goal crease. Swanson back into the game. And I believe that's number 12, Kingston Jackson, coming to the bench. Again, Muncie with it teed up at the top of the crease. Biondi circling in here. Looks like he's going to take a swing at it. He drives it right up the middle of the field all the way out to the 45. And the Rockets get to the loose ball. As Jonas Anthony giving chase to it. Rockets will dump it into the 30. Fonzo into the 20, back to the middle of the field. Merrill steps in front of that and gets it back out across the 30 to the 40. Beavers get to it there with Swanson. He'll dump it into the Rocket end, and they'll work it right back out again as they get it out across the 40. Coming to the near side of the field, Glovna gets a loose foot on it as the Beavers play it back to their 25. Knapp will play it out across to the 45. And there goes Jonas Anthony to the Rockets' 45-yard line, sending it down the left wing for Glovna. But that pass is picked off by the Rockets and dumped right back into the Beavers' end. At the 40 with it. And Merrill gets a loose foot onto it at the 40-yard line, knocking it out of bounds, giving the Rockets the throw in. As Cherry will put it back into play. And out of bounds at the 15. Beavers with the throw in now. As we roll up on 13 minutes before the half, it's scoreless here in the Knapp's Butcher Block first half. Fonzo dumps it back in to Biondi at the 10-yard line. He loses control of it, and Knapp knocks it out of bounds at the 10-yard line, giving the Rockets a throw-in. As Cherry will put it back into play, and Merrill knocks it down at the 20. It comes back up to the 25. Beavers will get control of it and send it down the near sideline and knocked out of bounds at the Rockets' 40-yard line. That was number 21, Rio. Put it out of play.
Should be a Beaver throw-in, and yes, it is indeed.
Rockets picked it up, threw it in, but the officials will not let that play continue as they signaled it was a Beavers throw-in. Jonas Anthony with the ball now. Down the sideline, trying to get it deep in the Rockets' end. Glovna plays it to the middle of the field for Allen. It's stolen away by the Rockets, and they'll get it back out to the 45. Kafflin with it there, punches it right back in again. Jonas Anthony has it knocked away from him by Fonzo to the far side as the Rockets will try to get over midfield and do. Working down that sideline. And they lose it out of bounds at the 15. Beavers with the throw-in on the far side of the field. Out across to the 40. Swanson with it there. Rockets will steal it away at their own 45 as they'll just dump it back in. Knapp comes out and plays it at the 30. But the Rockets will get to the loose ball and work it back inside the 20. Crosser defended well there by Merrill. As he looks to get around that outside corner, Rockets steal it away, but Kafflin with a nice job of stealing it right back. Beavers keep it inbounds on the far side at the 35. They'll play it back to Anthony at the 30. A little give and go there as Anthony comes across the 40 with it. Still with it at the 40s. He comes to the near side. He'll dump it up the field, knocked out of the air by the Rockets back to the 40. Fonzo gets it across midfield. Comes to the near side, not out of bounds. I was looking for, there it is. It's Herman, is number 15.
That ball deflected off the official, I believe. I'll set it down and put it
free
back
kick
into play.
as Anthony knocks it down at about the 5-yard line. The shot goes in on net as Muncie will scoop that out of the air. Goalkeeper for the Rockets tonight is Gabriel Lohr. Beavers get it inside with Apache Swanson at the 30. He'll get to the 25, to the 20, going out to the right-hand side, looking for a shot. He'll put it in, but it's well wide right of the net, over the end line, and that will give the Rockets the kick from the goal crease as Lohr will set it up. Oppmann putting it down in the upper left-hand corner of the crease. Under 10 minutes to go before the half here, Steve. Fast-moving half. Rockets have enjoyed a lengthy stay at the Beavers side of the 50 as Jonathan Anthony gets in front of this exit pass as Gluvna plays it to the middle of the field, but unable to maintain possession here as the Rockets get a hold of it with Fonzo at the 30. He'll send Morris down the right side. Back to the middle of the field. The Rockets will dump it back into the Beavers' end. And it's going to be way in front of everybody. Oh, they're going to call offsides on the Rockets back here at the 34-yard line. I couldn't understand why everybody was just kind of wooing up there, but I finally saw the official with his hand up saying it was offside.
Yeah,
so
blue or dead.
Biondi will put it back into play from his own 34-yard line. Out across midfield to Kafferlin at the 40. Still with it. Dances beside one and gets to the loose ball, gets inside the 30. Still with it at the 30. Rockets get to the loose ball and knock it out of bounds about the 45-yard line. Gavin Kent back into the ball game for the Beavers.
Vanderschaff will come out.
It looks cold out there tonight, Steve.
Yeah, it's cold in here. We have a little heater going, too. The ball cannot feel good when it ricochets off you in this temperature. I know that.
Rockets look to corral it at their own 40. They'll dump it across midfield to the Beavers' 45. Trying to send it to the near side. Beavers will get to it. Nobody really getting control of it here as Porter Allen pushes it back to the 40. Rockets get control of it and dump it back into the Beavers' end. Ongley on it now. Knapp will play it back out across to the 40-yard line. Jonas Anthony knocks it across the 50 into the Rockets' end at the 40-yard line. Rockets play it high in the air at midfield. They'll settle it to the far side at the 40. Ball comes to the middle of the field. Porter Allen plays it back to his own 30. Kafferlin giving chase to it there down the sideline inside the 10. Rockets still with it. Trying to work towards the net. Gets us a little shot away. Biondi with a nice save. Knocks it back out across the 20 and out of bounds close to the 30.
I was going to say, if he scored that goal, he certainly deserved it as he dribbled that ball down the entire sideline and kept possession of it for a long time there.
Rockets work it into the 15. Crosser coming to the near side. Morrison will knock it in. Beavers get to that loose ball and play it back out to the 10. Rockets settle it. Fonzo with a shot at the 20. And Muncie will pick it up just before it goes over the end line as we roll up on 6 minutes to go before the half. High in the air out the midfield. Beavers knock it down there. Rockets get to it, play it back into the 40. Porter Allen plays it out the midfield here to Gluvna. Gluvna over across the Bem. Swanson had a little play on it. Now the Rockets work it right back into the Beavers' end. Inside the 20. Knapp giving chase, and he'll let it go out of bounds inside the end zone. And the Rockets will have a throw-in deep in the Beaver zone. Lobdell comes back in along with Merrill.
Looks like it'll be Beaver throwing as all the Rockets are heading upfield. Unless I've totally misread the situation here. Looks like Merrill is going to throw it in here.
That was Lobdell that threw it
yeah.
in as Merrill plays it at the 10-yard line. Rockets get control of it. And now a tackle being called against Jonas Anthony at the
Heard about the last time.
right about on the 10-yard line, just inside the 10, as Fonzo will give the shot here, or the free kick. They have a little bit of a wall set up inside the 5, right at the goal line. Fonzo tried to get for the upper left-hand corner, and it's headed out of bounds by Anthony. And now a corner kick for the Rockets, just under 5 minutes before the half.
And that will be Fonzo again with a corner kick. So a couple good scoring opportunities here for the Rockets.
Crosser comes in. The Rockets get a header on it, but it goes all the way across the field and out of bounds on the far side. Beavers with the throw-in as they'll try to work it down that far sideline, and the Beavers kick it out of bounds at the 20-yard line, giving the Rockets the throw-in. They'll dump it right back into the 15. Merrill plays it there, back out wide, and back to the middle of the field at the 15. Trying to get loose for a good shot here. Ball pinballs around as the Beavers keep it out of the end zone. Rockets with it at the 25. Them giving chase to it. Rockets maintaining possession, work it back into the 15. Anthony gets a foot on it at the 15, works it back out across the 35. Rockets play it right back in on the near side, but they lose it out of bounds about the Beavers' 15-yard line as Lobdell will throw it back in.
Jacob Myers will check in. Looks like he's checking in for Lobdell, who will come to the bench. So it'll be Myers with the throw-in.
Nice move there by Merrill as he gets around one Rocket and down the sideline to midfield. Still with it inside the 30, and the Rockets kick it out of bounds off of Fonzo at the 30-yard line. 3 minutes before the half as Anthony will come up and put it back into play for the Beavers with a throw-in. Inside the end zone, or at the 5-yard line, headed out of bounds by Fonzo. Beavers with another throw-in here. Rockets get to the ball first and play it straight out of bounds.
It's going to be a corner kick. That was over the end line. Heard the ref yell out, corner, corner, corner.
So Anthony will set up a corner kick from the near side. Goes all the way to the far side and through. Rockets will get to it. Down the sideline they go, out across the 20. Beavers knock it loose back inside the 25. As Kent tries to get to it, the Rockets will get to it and knock it out of bounds on the near side about the 17-yard line. 2 minutes to go before the half. Beavers with a throw-in as Merrill will come to the near side to put it back into play. Ball comes to Merrill on the near side. Tried to pass it up to Anthony, and the Rockets ricochet it out of bounds off of Anthony, so they'll have the throw-in as Fonzo comes to the near side to put it back into play. A minute and a half to go before the half. As the Rockets make a quick substitution here. Fonzo awaiting for them to complete the exchange. Out across his 40 to midfield. And Jonas Anthony will come away with it there. Sending Apache Swanson out to the far side. Rockets get to the loose ball. And we'll play it back across midfield. Kafferlin plays it back the other way. Rockets push it right back into the Beaver side. As Anthony works them off the ball. Now I'm going to send a long pass in. And that's going to go all the way to the goalkeeper, Lohr. And he'll roll it out here to his defense on the near side. 44 seconds to go before the half. Up to Fonzo at the 35. Out across the 40. He'll dump it into the left wing as the Rockets make one last push here before the half. They push it back into the middle. Just inside the 13, off the crossbar and down to the ground. And Muncie will scoop it up 20 seconds before the half as the Rockets nearly found the back of the net there.
Beavers catch a lucky bounce.
Out across the 50, Rockets play it back a little bit. Kent Ginn down the left flank. He'll get a shot away, but it's to the short side and wide left with 2 seconds to go. And we are at the half. A very entertaining first half, Steve, but we are scoreless on the Corry Federal Credit Union scoreboard. After one half complete, we'll take a little commercial break and be back with the Humes Ford of Corry halftime report in just a little bit.
Humes Ford of Corry is proud to be one of the premier dealerships in the Corry area, carrying a full line of new Ford products and all makes of quality used vehicles. Humes Ford offers auto sales, financing, service, and parts. From the moment you walk into their showroom, you'll know their commitment to customer service is second to none. Whether you need to purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned vehicle, you've come to the right place. Humes Ford of Corry, 13626 Route 6 in Corry. Contact them today at 814-665-8207 or visit them online at www.humesford.net. Located at 983 North Center Street, Healthy Smiles of Corry is committed to making sure their Corry neighbors have access to good customer service and excellence in dentistry. Everyone on their team values their patient relationships and make it their priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate, and complete oral care that you and your family deserve. Healthy Smiles wants all their patients to leave their practice with a beautiful and healthy smile that they love to show off. For more information, contact them today at 814-664-4011 or visit them online at www.healthysmilesofcorry.com. With its roots based in Corry, PA, Gladiator Law Firm is happy to provide legal services to Erie, Crawford, and Warren counties. You can look to Gladiator Law Firm for assistance with all of your legal family questions, including custody, divorce, property disputes, PFAs, and estate planning. Looking to sell your home? Looking to buy a home? Have you found yourself in a contract dispute? Are you trying to start a new business? Contact Gladiator Law Firm today at 814-663-1108. Gladiator Law Firm, a local firm providing for your local needs.
It's the Fox Family Insurance Kickoff. Fox Family Insurance is your local team of experts for all things Medicare. They can help you through the Medicare maze, whether you are still working, already retired, or planning your retirement. Beth and Patty at Fox Family Insurance can help you with all your Medicare plan options. Located at the Corry Jamestown Credit Union Building on North Center Street in Corry.
At Erie County Community College, we offer students of every kind access to education. For the student who's been out of school for 30 years, to the professional trying to move up in their job, or someone trying to start a new career, you belong here. Community college can be a stepping stone or a way to get right into the workforce. With online and in-person class times, it's education your way on your schedule. Come learn with us at EC3. Tuition is free. For more information, visit ec3pa.org.
Located at 34 North Center Street, Epiphany's Emporium offers an abundance of handcrafted artisan items. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sundays from 12 noon to 4 p.m. Epiphany's Emporium invites you to come check out their creative inventory. They have gift items like pottery, jewelry, leather handbags, and journals. They also have crystals, handcrafted wood items, fiber art, and art supplies. Check out their craft sodas as well. It's all at Epiphany's Emporium. Let your creativity soar.
I do this because I love it. I love working with my hands. I love working with people. I love watching things transform from what they used to be to what we can make them become. We are a full-service general contractor. We do everything from the ground up. We take pride in the fact that we don't use a lot of subcontractors. We have our own in-house masons, cement, roofers, siders, drywall finishing, electricians. This is our 20th year in business. Our employees mean the world to us. We couldn't do what we do without the guys that we have. And we take pride in the fact that most of the guys that have been here for a very long time. If you're looking to have a project done, feel free to reach out to us.
Hey, this is Dusty at Dusty's Towing, down here at 11970 Roosevelt Highway. If you're in need of a tow, give us a call, 814-964-4087. Thanks for keeping us on our toes.
Dahlia Gifts and Decor offers great gifts and goods for you and your home. Try their loose leaf teas, honey, and dips. They have handmade jewelry, leather goods, refurbished antiques and vintage items, and handmade items by local artisans. From baby, wedding, and anniversary items to bath and body, candles, room sprays, pet items, and so much more, Dahlia's has seasonal decor to meet your needs, and new items are added all the time. So what are you waiting for? Stop in at Dahlia Gifts and Decor, 10 South Center Street in Corry. Corry Chevrolet is a family-operated and locally owned car dealership offering an award-winning General Motors service department with factory-trained and certified technicians and offer a fully stocked parts department. Corry Chevrolet's personal dedication is to provide you the very best sales and service experience. Contact Chop, Shane, or Bill today at 814-664-8614. Corry Chevrolet, a family dealership with your family in mind. Located at the Y in Columbus. The mission at Crossroads Fellowship is to invite people into a life-changing relationship with Jesus Christ and to build a vibrant, loving community where all can experience His grace and truth. They are committed to being a place where everyone, regardless of background, can encounter the hope and peace and purpose found in Jesus. Through authentic worship, compassionate service, and genuine connection, Crossroads Fellowship aims to inspire and equip people to follow Christ and share His love with the world. Sunday services start at 10 a.m. with children and youth care provided, complete with clearances. Crossroads Fellowship, we're better with you here. 17721 Route 89 in Corry. Located at 710 East Columbus Avenue, Corry Pre-Owned Auto Sales takes pride in having an impressive inventory lineup of quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs that is sure to meet your needs. They have a passion for vehicles and a passion for helping their customers. For the most satisfying, hassle-free car buying experience you'll ever have, contact Corry Pre-Owned Auto Sales today, 814-964-3153, or visit them on Facebook. Corry Pre-Owned Auto Sales. Service, reliability, quality. Since 1945, Corry Manufacturing Company has been developing processes in the manufacturing of aircraft and gas turbine components. Their specialties are assemblies that supply air, water, fuel, and oil to the engine. Corry Manufacturing Company has been voted Best Manufacturing Employer in Corry with over 75 years of manufacturing excellence. They are currently hiring for all positions and would like you to come and join the team. Contact the Human Resources Office today at 814-664-9611. Corry Manufacturing Company would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in the 2024-25 season. The Corry Manor has proudly served the Corry, Union City, and Clymer areas since 1980. Whether care is needed for a short period of time or you have decided to call the Corry Manor home, the Corry Manor is grateful you have chosen them. For over 50 years, the Corry Manor and their HCF family has maintained a tradition of caring by compassionately providing care for each of their residents and families like their own. For more information, give them a call today at 814-664-9606 or visit them online at www.corrymanor.com. The Corry Manor, a tradition of caring. With over 25 years of professional and complete land surveying experience, Corry J. Lambert can take care of all your surveying needs. Licensed in Pennsylvania and New York, Corry J. Lambert offers boundary, construction, flood elevation, and other specialized surveys. Get a quote today by giving them a call at 814-964-1196. And make sure to check their website out at www.cjlambertsurveying.com. Corry J. Lambert Surveying, 916 Blue Eyed Road in Spring Creek.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd. Alongside me is Stephen Mountain as we get ready to get things going here in the second half. But first, we have the Humes Ford of Corry halftime report, Steve. And really not much to report as both teams played to a 0-0 tie. And I'd say probably for the first 15, 20 minutes of that half, Beavers enjoyed the upper hand a little bit and getting some shots away. And then for the next about 10 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, the Rockets kind of had the advantage in the Beavers' end. And then late in that first half, the Beavers have a couple of more opportunities late in the game, late in the half there to try to put one in. But we're still scoreless after one half of play.
Yeah, kind of a half of missed opportunities, right? They've had a few different opportunities early on in that half to put some goals on the board, just couldn't quite come away with them. So they got to find a way to keep that pressure up here in the second half and work in the offensive end and give yourself more opportunities.
Well, Beavers will start off with the Fox Family Insurance opening kick here to start off the second half. Second half brought to us by Epiphany's Emporium Painted Finch. And Beavers will switch ends of the field. They'll be going left to right now on the screen, and the Rockets going right to left. As Gavin Kent will go out to midfield here and put this ball into play. And they only have 20 minutes up on the clock. It should be 40. We'll see if
I guess Carmen wants to get out of here early tonight.
Something. Maybe they're going to play two quarters in the second half instead of just one half. But we'll see if
yeah, he's got it.
He got it corrected. So we got 40 minutes to go. Everybody's set on the field. Gavin Kent with the ball at midfield. He'll put it in play with the Fox Family Insurance opening kick. Back to Merrill at the 30-yard line. He'll dump it down the left side. Rockets will get to it, play right back into the Beavers' end. Ricochets back across the 50 as the Rockets try to work it back into the Beavers' end and do at the 40, inside the 30. Beavers get to the loose ball, play it back out to the 35. Merrill gets rubbed off the ball and comes back in to the 20-yard line. Beavers play it right back out to the 30. I thought maybe a handball was there, but nothing called. It comes to the near side. Beavers play it back out across to the 30. Rockets will settle it at the 35. Dumped it in. Biondi played it back out across the 25, and the Rockets dump it over the end line. And the Beavers will get a free kick from the goal crease. And that temperature is starting to
cold.
Zing over the horizon as we are fully into nighttime here. Sun over the horizon. Beavers play it to the near side. Kafferlin at the 15. Trying to get it out across the 20 and does. Ricochets to a Rocket here at the 30-yard line. Fonzo keeping it in. Tried to get it in deep. Bounces off of Porter Allen. Nice play there by Kafferlin, but he just can't keep it in bounds, and he can't keep himself upright as he made a valiant effort to get that one up the field. Levi Merrill plucks it out of the air and plays it up to the 50. Gavin Kent with it. And he loses it out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Rockets with the throw-in. into the Beavers 40. Jonas Anthony will get to it at the 25, and it ricochets off of a rocket. And the Beavers are going to let it roll over the end line, and they'll have a kick from the goal crease. On a night like tonight, Steve, I can just see this going extra minutes.
Yeah, that would be the luck of all the nice, warm fans out there. Enjoy some extra minutes on a cool night like tonight.
Oh, there's a bunch of fans out there.
There
Beaver
are.
Nation
It's
out
quite
in
a-
full force here tonight. A lot of them. Just that
Oh,
shot
just
just over
high.
the top of the crossbar. And out of play. Taken from about the 10-yard line. Last home game of the year for the girls is tomorrow night as they'll take on the
Cochranton, I believe.
no, it's
Oh,
Conneaut.
Conneaut, yeah, I meant that.
Conneaut Eagles, I believe.
Yeah.
Beyond, he gets a hold of it here, drives that out across the 35, knocked down by Swanson at the 40. Still with it, trying to play it back to his defense. Rockets get to it as they'll work it inside the 30. Anthony giving chase there as he pushes the play out wide at the 10. Back to the 15. Nice play there by Merrill. Poke it free and gets it to the near side to Porter Allen. Out across the 40 to midfield and over. Gets it to Gavin Kent, but the play is going to be whistled back at the 45-yard line.
Must have been a tackle or something. I
didn't
quite
see the play.
it,
I was
but
watching the
yeah,
ball go
me
up the
too.
field, but the official's going to blow it dead at the 45 and award the Rocket the free kick at their own 45-yard line. Ball comes in. Merrill knocks it down at the 20. Porter Allen with it at the 40. He'll dump it across midfield. Rockets get to it, play it right back into the Beavers' end. Cafferlin at the 30. And
He's gonna
again,
get called.
a what?
Called. I think I said cold. I don't know what I said, but he gets called for, I don't know what that call was, but I know it was against Cafferlin. I can tell you that much, Dewey.
Well, in hockey, I'd say it was for roughing because Cafferlin was rather abrupt with the player in front of him. Oppmann plays it high in the air, and it'll bounce right in front of Muncie, and he'll scoop it up with no rebound as play will come back up the field. You can almost say it was blocking. Swanson plays it back to Cafferlin at the 40 here. As Swanson looks to get the return pass, and the official was kind of in the way, but you got to play around him.
He's been in the middle of the action tonight, that's for sure.
He's been close to the sideline, but he's been in the field to play. So Rockets with the throw-in on the near sideline as we're just under 35 minutes to go in the game. Cafferlin plays it a couple of times. Ball ricochets to a Rocket at the 40. Little spin move there, and Anthony gets him off the ball at the 45 to midfield. He'll dump it in, and that will send Kent down the left sideline at the 15 and has it bounced off of him. Rockets play it back up to midfield and over. They'll settle it at the Beavers 40. Down to the 30. They continue to work down the sideline. And they lose it over the end line, I believe. And that will be a kick from the cold crease for the Beavers. So a good rush up the field, but just for them to lose it out of bounds. Biondi plays it out across the 20 to Jonas Anthony. He'll play it out across the 40. Rockets dump it right back into the 30. Anthony comes up, pushes it to midfield. Kent heads it back towards the Beaver. Couldn't tell if that was, I thought it might have been Jonas Anthony, but I don't think it was. Swanson gets it out across the 40. Rockets. Fonzo works it right back in. Crosser goes to Anthony. He heads it back out across the 45. Settled there. Rockets looking to play it. Jonas Anthony with it at the 30, plays it back to Cafferlin at the 20. He'll play it out across the 30. Rockets drive it in, goes off the back of his own teammate. As Kafferlin will get it, and he gets worked off of it at the 30-yard line and out of bounds by the Rockets. So Kafferlin gets up quickly to put it back into play as Jackson and Ben will come in. And Porter Allen and Gluvna was the other player I was thinking about, will have a seat on the bench. Rockets with it at the Beavers 45, playing it to the far side at the 30. Inside the 20. And a shot there. Muncie picks it up.
Easy scoop for him.
Played right to him.
He'll boot it back out. Knocked down at the 40. And played up by the Rockets.
Out at midfield. Rockets get to the loose ball, poke it back across the 50 to the 30. Inside the 20. Still with it, Anthony. Beyond, he just pokes it free.
It.
Out into the left wing to Jonas Anthony. He'll play with it there as he circles back to the middle to Kafferlin at the 25. Out across midfield to Kent at the 40. Still with it. Trying to play it in the right wing for Jackson. And it goes out of bounds off of one of the Rockets, so Kafferlin comes up to put it back into play. Fonzo plays it out to the 30. Jonas Anthony gets right back on it for the Beavers. He'll send it in, and that'll roll right in on Lohr as he'll make an easy save, and play will come back up the field. He'll roll it into the right wing for his defense, and it gets knocked to the middle of the field by one of the Beavers as they keep it in the end. Jonas Anthony down the left wing, inside the 20, inside the 10. Crosser coming, but the Rockets are there to knock it out of bounds at the 5.
Crosser coming, but nobody home but a Rocket. Just kind of put their foot right on it and out of bounds it went.
Throw in by the Beavers. Inside the end zone, they work with it.
Over the end line, last touched by a Beaver.
Gives the Rockets a kick from the goal crease. They'll tee it up in the upper right-hand corner. And they have a substitution. Thompson comes into the game for them. And that's 29, Hasbrook, coming out. My Mountain Light and staying nice and cold tonight, Steve.
I'm sure it is. Don't need a refrigerator today.
Rockets get it out across the 35. They'll work it down the right wing and out of bounds at the Beavers' 45-yard line. Beavers with the throw-in. They'll work it down the far sideline to the 20-yard line. And the Rockets again knock it out of bounds at about the 25. Beavers throw it in. They'll settle it at the 25 to the 20. Try a little give and go there, not able to get it to go. Now they get Anthony inside the end zone. A low shot is corralled by Lohr. Nearly came loose.
It almost did. It had to re-corral it again after a split second.
And Gavin Kent was right on a doorstep to poke anything in. As the ball comes all the way to Ongley here at the 45-yard line, he'll dump it back across as Fonzo rips it up the field as Kent will get to that loose ball. And they get pinballs around out there. And I believe it's whistled down, and the Beavers are going to get a free kick at about the 25-yard line. Jonas Anthony will set it up about the 26 as the Beavers will get into position here. Long shot coming in. It takes a bounce and right to Lohr. And he'll run it out across to the top of the box and play it down the left side here, out across the midfield. Ongley will settle it at 30 and just shove it out of bounds, giving the Rocket the throw-in at the 30-yard line. Vanderschaft comes back into the game for the Beavers as Jackson will have a seat on the bench. That's Morrison coming out for the Rockets. I didn't catch the number of who came in. I think it might have been 17. We'll have to see as they get back to play here. Beavers trying to work it out across the 45-yard line. Bem, as Fonzo comes up with a loose ball, plays it to the far wing. Still at the 45-yard line. Rockets with it. They'll push it inside the 20. As Biondi gets to the loose ball and plays it out into the left wing. Out across the 15, and the Rockets lose it out of bounds. And the Beavers with a throw-in on the far side, I believe. Are they going to say that was kicked over the end line?
Yeah, it must be saved it on the sideline, but that booted it over the end line instead. So it'll be a kick from the goal crease for Muncie.
Has it teed up. He'll slow play it over to Biondi. Biondi into the left wing for Anthony. Anthony giving away. Rockets steal it away at the 10. Coming back to the middle of the field. There's a long shot by Fonzo, and that's well above the net and over the end line. Muncie will get a kick from the goal crease. As we're rolling up on 26 minutes to go in the ball game here, Steve, we're still scoreless.
I think tomorrow we should bring some hand warmers.
Maybe it'll just be warmer tomorrow. Who knows?
And that's going to be played out of bounds.
Biondi
Rockets will have the throw in.
Played it to the near side, but it wasn't close enough to Kafferlin to keep it into play. So the Rockets with a throw in here. Goes off of Ongley right at the goal line. Looking for a shot, and Anthony able to play it out into the left wing. Beavers with it at the 35, out across the 40. They'll work back to the middle of the field. The Rockets get back on the loose ball there and play it down the far sideline to the 30-yard line, back out to the 40. Rockets still with possession. Comes to the near side and not able to corral it. It goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Kafferlin comes over quickly with a throw-in. Gets it inside to Gavin Kent at the 30, inside the 20. Gets a long shot away at about the 10-yard line, and it's whistled down. And I think we might get a free kick here. No, they're pointing at the goal crease. So it'll be a kick from the goal crease for the Rockets. Hopman to put it back into play. Comes to the near side and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Kafferlin comes up with the throw-in for the Beavers. Into the 20. It rolls all the way to Gavin Kent at the 15. Rockets get to the loose ball and play it to the far side. And they'll play it out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Throw-in is to Merrill. Back to Jonas Anthony. Kafferlin's going to come up with it now. And it's going to be played ahead by the Rockets.
Out across the 40 to the 45. To midfield and over. They'll send a guy down into the left wing, and Kafferlin on it again at the 30.
Guess it was blown dead. We must have missed that.
Yeah, it was blown on the offside by the far official. So the Beavers will get a free kick as Biondi has it teed up just over the 25-yard line. Out to midfield to Merrill. He'll play it across midfield. The Rockets get control of it, dump it right back across again. Anthony comes back to get it. He'll get across midfield into the right wing for Vanderschaft. And it goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Subs checking in. Number 20. That is Kobe Rumsey. He'll come in.
It's number 18 coming out. Ben Thompson. Rockets with the throw-in. Play it back into the Beavers' end. Inside the 35-yard line. Rockets trying to corral it there. They'll get into the 30. Nice play there by Merrill to get it back out across. Kafferlin is tripped up there at the 40-yard line. And the Beavers will have a free kick at about the 42-yard line. Anthony has it teed up. He drives it back into the Rocket zone, and they knock it out of bounds about the 28-yard line as Anthony comes up with a throw-in for the Beavers. Gluvna comes back into the ball game as Apache Swanson will head to the bench for a breather. Dumped into Merrill. Merrill back across Anthony. Anthony to the 20, still with it, and gets a weak shot away as it's Oppmann takes a little tumble there. And the Beavers push it back into the end zone, but it goes out of bounds on the sideline, giving the Rocket the throw-in from inside their end zone. Vanderschaft plays it off of a Rocket, but it gets deflected out to the 25-yard line. Gluvna giving chase to it over there. Rockets play it out across the 40. Merrill back to the 35, to the 30. Played into the left wing for Kent. Plays it out wide to Anthony. Shot at the 5-yard line, and Laura will scoop it up and alleviate the attack. He plays it back out across the 35 to the 40, and the Rockets misplay it out of bounds there, giving the Beavers a throw in about the 40-yard line. Anthony puts it into play inside the 20. Rockets play it down there as they try to get it into the middle of the field, and the Rockets let it go over the end line, giving the goalkeeper a kick from the goal crease. As we come up on 21 minutes to go here, Steve.
Still scoreless, 0-0. Got to finish tying the shoe over here on the near side, and we'll be ready to go.
Oppmann gets it back into play, out to the 25-yard line. Play it back to the defense at the 15, and the Rockets play it out of bounds about the 35-yard line. Beavers quickly throw it in down the far sideline. Rockets get to it, and again, drive it out of bounds on the far sideline. So Beavers with yet another throw-in as they get it into Gluvna. Gluvna gave it up to Anthony. Anthony gave it back to him, but the Rockets will come away with it at the 40. To midfield and over, and it's going to go out of bounds on the near sideline, about the 35-yard line, as the Beavers will get the throw-in. Ongley back in the Rocket territory. Vanderschaft plays it, and it comes right back across the 50. Ricochets off of Merrill and out of bounds just inside the 40. That will give the Rockets the throw-in. Patterson for the Rockets, get it in. Merrill and Bem work it back out to the 30, and they'll kick it to the far side. And Gluvna had to reach back for it, but couldn't get the pass, and it goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Rockets with the throw-in here as they will have their substitutes come back in. That's Hasbrook coming back in. Number 29 also with number 10.
10 is Caleb Cherry.
Rockets will throw it back into play at the Beavers 45. Work it into the 35. Now into the right wing at the 20. Trying to settle it there. Anthony will steal it away at the 30. Out across the 35. As he'll have it at the 40. And down the left wing it goes. Gavin Kent giving chase to it. The Rockets get to it, play it back across midfield. Anthony's there at his own 45. Coming to the middle of the field, he'll play it back to his defense to Ongley. Ongley back out to Anthony. Anthony to Merrill. Merrill to the near side to Kafferlin. Over midfield to the 40. He'll dump it into the middle of the field. Rockets get to it, play it back out to the 50. Looking to corral it at the 50. Play comes up to Kafferlin. Rockets get it in on the left side here, inside to the 35. Try to get it back into the middle of the field. And the Rockets send it to the far side. Anthony steals it away at the 25, out across the 35. Back to Anthony in the left wing. I'm sorry, that was Gluvna over there. Anthony comes up from the backside of the play. He plays it off of the Rocket and out of bounds. So Anthony with the throw in at the 35-yard line. As Swanson will come back into the ball game, and Vanderschaft will head to the bench for a breather. Speaking of a breather, Steve, we're down to just under 18 minutes to go in the game. And really, I haven't really seen a high-quality scoring chance from either team here, as most of the play has been between the 20s as the Beavers get it here to Swanson. He gets worked off the ball at the midfield as the Rockets work it into the Beavers' end. Swanson staying with it. Kafferlin steals it away. Back out across the 40. To midfield and over. Rockets steal it away. Fonzo works it back to his defense inside the 30. As they dump it across midfield, Merrill steals it away at the 45 to midfield and over. He'll send it down into the left wing, trying to spring Gluvna. And the Rockets knock it out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Jonas Anthony with a throw-in on the far side. High in the air. Beavers try to settle it at the 20. Rockets come away with it. Play it back to the middle of the field. Kafferlin knocks it in to Swanson at the 20. Rockets push it back out to the 30. Ricochets and comes out across the 35. Rockets with it on the near side to the 40. Working back to the middle of the field, dumped it back in. Anthony gets a header on it. We'll settle it at the 40-yard line. Rockets work it back in. Down the right wing they go. Sends a crosser in. Muncie's there, and he'll corral it just before the goal. And play will come back up the field with just under 16 minutes to go. High in the air to midfield and over. Into the Rockets' 35-yard line. Played high in the air again. Bounces at midfield. Rockets get to it. Bem trying to get to it as well. Rockets will get it into the 40. Ricochets off of Merrill right to Biondi. Biondi out across midfield. It gets inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Rockets with the throw-in, but we're going to have a slew of substitutes coming in as Porter Allen comes in. And Ben will have a seat on the bench. And Lobdell will come back to the bench as Knapp is in for the Beavers. Rockets also making some changes there, but I did not get the numbers of the players that were coming and going. And a handball is called, I believe, against the Rockets. Beavers with a free kick at their own 47-yard line. Jonas Anthony will tee it up. He'll wait for his teammates to get in the proper positions as he'll drive this one in. All the way inside the 20-yard line, comes to the near side. Kafferlin trying to work in on the right side. And the Rockets will get control at the 10-yard line. Kafferlin trying to get to it, and it's going to ricochet out of bounds. And the Beavers with the throw-in at the 10-yard line. They'll get it back to Swanson at the 20. To the midfield to Anthony. There's a long shot and just wide left of the net. Over the end line it goes with 14 minutes to go in the ball game, Steve, and we are still scoreless.
It's about that time where the intensity starts to ramp up in a tied ball game. So get more intense, more physical as we go here, I can only imagine.
Hopman has it set up. He drives it out across the 20. Rockets work it back to the 10. Out across the 20 to the 30-yard line now. Down the left sideline they go. And out across midfield, and then I believe Merrill's going to be called for a tackle at the 45. They quickly put it back into play, and it's going to come all the way back into the Beavers' end.
And that's going to be the last
I was going to say it was last touch by the Beavers. They're going to give a corner kick to the Rockets here as they try to fast break it up the field and are rewarded with a corner kick here with about 13 minutes to go before the end of the game.
It was a smart play getting that downfield before the defense could get back, and gave him a chance here.
Crosser comes through. It's right around the goal line. Beavers poke it out to the 5, and they will get control of it and work it down the left flank here. And all across the 30, coming here to the 40. Gavin Kent coming up on it. He'll get to the loose ball, and it's played out of bounds by the Rockets at their own 45-yard line as Kafferlin comes back to put it into play. Into Kent inside the 10. He'll keep it in bounds, work it back to the 5, out to the 15. Rockets get to the loose ball and drive out of bounds at the 25. Jonas Anthony waiting for a loose ball to come in. They're coming in from every direction. He'll throw it in, try and get it to Gavin Kent. It bounces back out to the 15. Rockets get to it and kick it out of bounds at the 25. Again, Beavers with a throw in on the near side. Anthony directing traffic. He'll throw it towards the goal, and the Rockets head it high in the air. And it's knocked down at the 5. Anthony with it. He'll sidestep one, trying to get to the middle of the field, and does. Gets a shot away. It's in on the goalkeeper,
Ooh,
Lord. He makes
nice
the save on
save.
the rebound, and he'll throw it down the left wing, out across the 30 to the 40-yard line. Rockets with it to midfield. Into Beaver territory, coming to the near side at the 35-yard line. Get it into the 30. Into the right wing, inside the 20. They'll keep it from going out of bounds. Into the 15 now. Still with it. Has 2 Beavers on him. A crosser coming through. And the shot's taken, but it's driven well left of the net on the short side. And it was a good 8 foot wide of the net.
Yeah, pretty high, too.
11 minutes to go in the game. Still scoreless here as Muncie has it teed up in the crease with a free kick. Rockets substitute about 3 guys there. Muncie plays it over to Biondi. Biondi out to Merrill at the 20. Out across into the left wing for Porter Allen. He loses it out of bounds at the 35. Rockets with the throw in. Merrill plays it back up to Porter Allen. He'll put it across the 50, back in the Rockets' end, inside the 30, all the way to the 20. Rockets play it back out the midfield, and it'll go out of bounds about the 45-yard line. Kafferlin with a throw in as he'll get it into Kent at the 20. Coming up on the play is Apache Swanson inside the 10. Looking for a crosser, and he kicks it over the end line. But it went off of a rock, and I believe it's going to be a corner kick for the Beavers.
Should be. We're just waiting for a ball over here in the corner. Gets one rolled into him.
Under 10 minutes to go in the game. Beavers with an opportunity here. Apache Swanson puts it down in the near corner. Crosser coming through. And into the back of the net. Beavers get the goal. And I believe it was Gluvna. 9:33 mark. Beavers get a goal.
They break the 0-0 tie. Final home game of the year, giving it their all best effort. And they finally come away with one.
That'll put a little life into the Beavers bench. Still got 9:33 to go here. Rockets trailing 1-0 now as the Beavers take a late lead here. They're going to put it back into play. Back to their 35. Out across midfield is going to roll all the way to Biondi at the 20. Rockets settle it at the 30. Into the left wing, giving chase to it. And it goes out of bounds inside the 5. Beavers with a throw in. Ongley with it. Down the near sideline, the Rockets corral it, but they lose it out of bounds about the 10-yard line. So they'll move up 5 yards, and Ongley will do it again, and he'll give way to Anthony. Anthony with a strong throw out to the 40. Merrill plays it at the 30. Swanson with it there at the 40, trying to get it to midfield to Allen. And Gluvna comes in, intercepts the pass, and knocks it out of bounds on the far side at midfield. Rockets throw it right back in. And a tackle from behind or a push from behind is called. I believe that was called against the Rockets, but they're going to replay it again from the far side. Rockets with the throw in on the far side. Got a whole slew of substitutes for the Beavers ready to come in. As the Rockets play it on the far side, a ricochet's out of bounds about the 35-yard line, giving the Rockets another throw in as we roll up on 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Thrown inside the 10. Beavers play it out of bounds inside the 20. Rockets again with a throw in deep in the Beavers' end. They'll get to the 20. Long shot coming in. It goes over the end line over.
It was deflected off of a Beaver, so it's going to be a corner kick.
Wide right of the net. So the Rockets come right back with an opportunity of their own here on a corner kick. Late in the ball game as they'll tee it up on the far side of the field. 7.5 minutes to go in the game. Crosser rolls to the middle of the field, and the Beavers get to it at the 10-yard line. Keep it in bounds. The Rockets do. They'll send it to the middle of the field. There's a shot, and a wide left of the net as Muncie was giving chase, but he wasn't getting to it.
No, he was not.
It went wide left. The score stays 1-0 in favor of the Beavers as Muncie will tee it up at the top of the crease, and it looks like Anthony's going to put this one into play with 7 minutes to go in the ball game. After they make the substitutions, Porter Allen comes out along with Gluvna. Nichols is back in, and Knapp is going to come out. I believe Lobdell come back in, and now they're going to whistle it dead and say that he wasn't off in time, so they're going to have to re-kick again from the crease. And here we go. Anthony drives it out across the 30, knocked down at the 35 by the Rockets. They'll work it into the 20. There's a long shot. Muncie makes the save as he snags that out of the air. Plays it high in the air to midfield. Kent knocks it into the Rockets' end. Giving chase down the left side. I believe that's Swanson. And the Rockets kick it out of bounds at the 20-yard line. 6 minutes to go. Jonas Anthony on the far side of the field with the throw in for the Beavers, taking his time. Dumps it in close to the end zone, and it's played out of bounds. Rockets keep it in play. Anthony gets around one, has it knocked out of bounds inside the 15. So another throw in for the Beavers as Vanderschaft will come in for the Beavers. And it looks like Gavin Kent is going to come out of the ball game for a breather. Just under 5.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Beavers get it to the middle of the field. Comes through everybody. Rockets play it about the 15. Nichols giving chase to it. The Rockets push it to the middle of the field. Out across the 30 now. To the 40. To midfield and over. Kafferlin steals it away at the 35. Back out across the 40. Gives way to Merrill. Gets it across midfield. As I believe that was Vanderschaft. Played it over to the near side to Kafferlin. Ball pinballs around there. Lobdell giving chase to it now. Rockets dump it back out the midfield and over. Anthony puts it right back in again to the far sideline to Gluvna. Rockets steal it away and dump it into the Beavers' end. It rolls through everybody as Ongley gives chase to it, and Muncie will scoop it up about the 1-yard line and pick it up to bring it back this way. Muncie plays it high in the air. It's going to land at midfield. Lobdell loses it at the 45. Rockets dump it back in Beavers get to the loose ball and kick it all the way deep into the Rockets' end. Nichols giving chase at the 20. Ricochets off of Nichols and out of bounds. Rockets with the throw in at their own 15. Kafferlin steals it away at the 30. Comes to the middle of the field. Rockets play it back into the Beavers' end. Knapp plays it to Merrill. Merrill over to Anthony, a little too far in front as the Rockets play it out into the far wing. And that deflects off of a Rocket out of bounds. Nice play there by Anthony. As it looks like Jackson's going to come in. And that's Swanson coming to the bench. 3:30 to go in the game. Jonas Anthony throws in from the 45 down the left sideline. Intended for Jackson. And the Rockets kick it out of bounds at the 10. 3:20 and the clock moving, Steve.
Yeah, it's getting down to crunch time for the Rockets. Beavers deep in their own end, or deep in the Rockets' end, I should say. Here's
Throw in by Anthony. It gets tipped around, and Laurel's going to come out, scoop it up for the Rockets. He quickly plays it back out. Merrill gets a header on it at the 35. Rockets coming to the 40 with it. Back across to the 45 to the 50. Inside Beaver territory, and there is Anthony. Jonas Anthony drives it all the way back into the Rockets' end. It's going to roll all the way into the end zone.
Right to that back
and
corner.
They save it, so they're going to have to play it there. It comes to the near side and out of bounds. Beavers with a throw-in at the 10-yard line. 2:30 to go in the game.
Keeping it deep in the Titusville territory. Yeah, Titusville territory. I don't know what I'm talking about, Dewey, but confusing myself here. Keeping it in the
It's just
Titusville
not sounding
end.
right.
No,
not sounding right, is it?
No, I don't know. That was weird.
Beavers make a late substitution here as Nichols will head to the bench. And Gavin Kent back into the ball game. Jonas Anthony with the ball in hand to put it back into play. 2:20 to go. Throws it towards the net. Played high up into the air. Beavers looking to settle it. And there's a push down there. That's got to be a call. And there it is. As was that Gluvna that got knocked down, or was that Lobdell? That was Lobdell.
That's not going to be against Corry. I don't know what that call was.
It was a call against Corry, as everybody's going to peel off here. A nice job there by Gavin Kent to knock it down, and they're going to call a handball. And it's going to be another free kick for the Rockets at their own 20-yard line. And they're running out of time here, 1:44 to go. They get it out to midfield.
And that'll be blown dead again.
I think Vanderschaft is getting a card. Yes, Vanderschaft is getting a yellow card.
Must have said something that
well, he's out of the ball game.
Official didn't like, and he'll be on the bench.
Gluvna comes in for him. Rockets with a free kick at their own 30. Out into Beaver territory at the 40. They work it back to the 45. Still with it. Merrill gets it free to Lobdell. Back to Merrill. It comes to midfield. The Rockets keep it in. They send it on the far wing. Biondi plays it high in the air. 1:20 to go. Ball back in Rocket territory. Kent knocks it down. Down the left wing he goes. Rockets work it out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Beavers with the throw-in. We got about a minute to go here in the game. Jonas Anthony with ball in hand on the far side with the throw-in. 1 minute to go.
Taking his time, using up that clock.
Rockets play it with a header at the goal crease.
And that's going to dribble in there. Jackson
gets the goal at 51 seconds to go, and the Beavers double their lead to 2. Making it 2-0. Jackson gets a goal. Good effort there. Kingston Jackson.
Nice little slow dribbler right to the back of the net.
Swanson comes back into the game, and he'll send the goal scorer happily to the bench with a big smile on his face. Also, Lobdell coming to the bench. Going to have to work on that celebration just a little bit. Rockets get the kick back into play. They get it back into the Beavers' end inside the 20 as they keep pressing here. Anthony gets knocked down inside the box, and the Rockets get a shot away, but it's blocked immediately. Ball pinballs around in there as Myers giving chase to it in the left corner. And it goes out of bounds off of one of the Rockets, and the Beavers with the throw-in over there. We got 20 seconds to go, and Jonas Anthony will go over there and slow things down a little bit. Throws it down the sideline. Rockets work it back to the middle of the field. Gluvna out to the 45. Rockets dump it right back in again. The Beavers' defense collapses there. And there's another shove down.
Time's going to expire.
Time has expired.
And that's it.
And the Beavers are going to win this one 2-0. And let's get right into our P2 Paving post-game report, Steve, as this has been a very exciting game. Last game of the year for the Beavers on their home court. And they come away victorious 2-0. First goal was scored in the second half by Gluvna at the 9:33 mark. Second goal scored at the 51-second mark of the second half by Kingston Jackson, as the Beavers are going to walk out of a very cool night here with a 2-0 victory.
Cool night, give them that warm, fuzzy feeling, getting the victory. And it was a great, persistent effort to keep trying to get opportunities. And then finally, they came away with one there at the 9:33 mark there in the second half.
Well, I don't think we really have to give out an award here, but I'm going to anyways. Erie Community College Defensive Play of the Game. I'm giving it to Anthony, Jonas Anthony, as he played a whale of a game from every position he was on there. A number of plays where he got in the way of a shot or something and kept the Beavers in it, as it was a 0-0 score at halftime. But he really shone on the defensive side, always getting back into the play, making an effort to make some good defensive plays. Offensive play of the game. Healthy Smiles of Corry. Offensive play of the game. I'm giving that to the number 12, Kingston Jackson, sealing the deal late in the game, making it 2-0, getting a goal late in the game. And that is going to be our Healthy Smiles offensive play of the game, which leads us to our Karate Chevrolet player of the game. I got to tell you what, this kid had a ton of opportunities early on. You got to give a little shout out to number 9, Gavin Kent. Ton of opportunities, keeping the pressure on, and even in the second half, he was getting loose and constantly working the ball down in deep into the Rocket zone. So we're gonna give him the Karate Chevrolet Player of the Game. And just one more award to give out. That goes the Deej Experience Award, and we're gonna give that over to Dominic Fonzo of the Rockets, as he was constantly a thorn in the side of the Beavers here tonight. Beavers do earn the shutout, but he was doing everything he could to get a goose egg off the scoreboard for the Rockets. So that'll wrap things up here tonight. We got a slew of games coming up this week. Look us up online and find out what the schedule is. And I do know tomorrow we'll be here, 6 o'clock start, as the girls' soccer team will be in action against the Conneaut Eagles. And that will be a 6 o'clock start. So until then, till we meet again on another broadcast, for Stephen Mountain, I'm Dewey Hurd. Thanks for tuning us in. We'll say God bless and good night.